number 7. First example coming at 5:04 in the tune Cold Sweat. Here it is in the key of D on the 10th fret. Jimmy plays something like this. Oh man. Alright, you see how we turn the intensity up now? Not easy to do. Alright, so trying my best here. It's hard without the band and stuff. I mean, this is one of those tunes where they're just jamming, you know, it's grooving on a James Brown tune, and Jimmy just lights it up. It's nothing really new. I mean, we touched on it. We touched on everything so far, but I gotta say, in these rapid fire ideas, what's drawing my attention is this common move he does, where he's around the 5th, the flat 7, the root, and this note, which is the 2nd, or you could call it the 9th, okay? The major 2nd, okay? But this note here, we touched on it in I think 1 or 2 other examples earlier, where we were talking about it's very close to the minor 3rd. But it's the major 2nd, a little sweeter sounding. So it's a thing he pulls out a lot when he's getting very intense up there. We did like a rush roll, right? Alright, so let's get into it. Maybe you recognize that, okay? But let's get into from the start. What we're doing here is he's playing 4th bent to 5th. Then he's 4th release into the minor 3rd. It's a pull off. Down to the root. Back up, minor 3rd to the 4th. Now we're playing the 4th again with a pull off to the minor 3rd. Back to the root. And then after that root, we're slipping our 3rd right behind it. And we're playing 4th to 5th. And it's short, no vibrato. Not like that, just, it's a quick statement. Okay? Because it leaves it up in the air like a question, and then we go, wait, it goes, okay, so again. Okay? Whoop. My fault. Alright, so what that is after you're slipping your, again on that first phrase, right here, you're slipping your 3rd, and you're bending it full step to the 5th. And then there you start this phrase. You got flat 7, and you're bending it to the root. You're releasing and playing 2 flat 7s, 5th, 4th bent to the 5th. So it's then you play the 4th, pull up to the minor 3rd root. So altogether, so far we got, wait, it goes. Okay, makes sense, right? One's like a question up in the air, and then you answer it. So here you go. Whoops. Slipped. Let's try it again. All right. So at that point, that phrase is not really finished yet, because now we get staccato and we start playing minor third, fourth. Now we bend the fourth to the fifth, back to the fourth, minor third, root, minor third, which sounds like this. Let me play it. Okay, I tend to when I'm playing staccato, I tend to pick up. Just feels like I'm almost like I'm chopping at the guitar or something, like. Okay, so from the top. Wait. That's it, all right. So it's funny because we're playing these couple of notes, the minor third, the fourth, bend into the fifth. We're playing it so much, so it pretty much all these phrases that it's hard to remember what's what. But again, I've said in other videos, amazing how much music you can make with just a few of these notes, and you give them character with the way you pick it, upstrokes, downstrokes, the pull-offs, right, the bending, the hammer-ons, right, Okay, so far what we got is, wait, it goes up. Okay, the next part is fourth bent to fifth. Now you go right to the minor third, and you play minor third, fourth, minor third. So it's like this. And then you bend. Let's see. Yeah, you bend again, fourth to the fifth, and now you're playing fourth, minor third, pull off, down to the root. So it's like this. So far we have that's where we are. Okay? Now if you want to rewind it, go back, you'll get it. I'll do it slow again. Alright, that's where we are. And just like before, when we're on the root with the second, so I could slip my third and play the fourth, bend into the fifth. 3 bends where we give it a little vibrato on each of them, right? Maybe the first one you just get in there. And the next 2 you give the vibrato. I think that's what he does. Like that. And now, this is what's a little tricky. You're releasing it with no sound. It's so quick, and then you're filling the space with the minor third and fifth double stop. And then you're playing the third finger. You're playing the fourth and the sixth. It's a Chuck Berry type move, you know? It's one of those double stop rock and roll riffs. Right? So you're like this. You're coming out of it. This is what's tricky. You're playing. I'll play it from the top. right, so you do the double stops, minor third and fifth. So it's basically, you got the G string and B string 10th fret. Then you go B string and G string and B string on the 12th fret. Then you go back. Now on this one, you're playing the 4th and pulling off. And I think he catches the double stop again, see? But then he pulls off, and he's doing a 4th to minor third pull off like we've seen throughout. Okay? And he goes down to the root. You're picking the root when you do the pull off, and you're going. And now you play minor third, ending on a downstroke. So it's pretty cool idea there. So again, see, that's where you think it ends. It sounds like it could end. It could end. Sounds like a period right there. Your statement's been made, but he keeps the intensity going where he doesn't stop there. He goes. Right? So what that is he's doing nothing really new after this. Now he goes flat 7, 2 of them. Now he comes back to the root for 3 of them. Now he plays the rush roll, minor third, to the 4th, 5th on the B string, root on the E string. Okay, and then he comes back to the 5th, flat 7, 5th, flat 7. I think then the 5th again. Let me see how that is. Yeah, he ends, okay. Let's leave it at that point. We'll go. Alright? So again, flat 7, 2 of them, 3 roots, minor third to 4th, 5th, root, 5th, flat 7, 5th, flat 7, 5th. Second, here he comes, folks. The second, that different note, little sweeter note. Major second to root, to flat 7, to 5th, flat 7, slide into the root, and then you play the root up, bending it up to the, again, the second. Hear that note? Like we played early. Then you just hammer flat 7 to the root. Let me see if I got that. So, okay. Sometimes you bend into the minor third. But this one's only to the major second. Alright. You can always check it, make sure you're bending. Okay. So that's it. That covers the whole thing. Let me play it again. I'll play it slow so you get it. me see that. Yeah, alright. Boys, you could check it. It's a little new to me too, bending that. Something like that. I know I cut the example where he goes, he ends where he goes. And then I had cut it. So I'm just kind of resolving it. It feels right to me to go. And ending on a flat 7 hammer into the root. But he might follow up with different ideas. I don't remember what he does. I clipped it there. So I figured again, a long one, I admit, folks, that's another long one. A lot of these are going to be long because, you know, when you're dealing with this intensity, it's like, I also kind of want to show it, set it up, you know. I don't want to just give it to you in a vacuum where it's just like, well, how's he using it, you know? This is like at least a section of the solo. And some of these ideas are a little longer than normal. But this is the one that crops up in a lot of these rapid fire ideas. You could kind of say he's setting up this. He uses this with this idea. Sometimes he plays the minor third. Something like that. You know, he's playing around here in this area up top with a high intensity. And then, you know, again, yes, a lot of it too, he's still playing stand. This double stop's nice, right? I think that's new. We'll get into a whole section of double stops, but that one a little highlight there, what's coming. But a lot of the beginning of it, I mean, it's that little box right there between the fourth bend into the fifth, and you got your fourth pulling off to the minor third, going back to the root. You know, he's in that area, you know. How many times you're going to hear that stuff, you know? But it's the way he's setting this up. And this was nice, too. There we got a nice, very common flat 7 bend into the root. And then come in. So, all right. Standard blues moves done in the Jimmy Dawkins style, right? All right, let's get. There's a lot more where that came from. So, this one's getting long, but it was a long example. So, let's get on. We'll move on to the next one.